So my really good friend Ron Lyles stuck around after one of the shows to share this experience he had when he was a baby and they misnamed him at the hospital. And he also shares the time that a distant relative contacted him with a really, really big surprise. Check it out. Let us know what you think.
For the first couple of hours of my life, I was born and assumed to be a Chinese baby. They labeled me Baby Boy Wong. Baby Boy Wong. As some people know, African American children sometimes are born very light, and we get our color later on. But I was switched at birth, and somebody thought I was Chinese due to my eye shape, and they actually gave me to a woman who was in the room with my mother, who was Chinese. So as a sort of irony, I was born a Chinese baby, Baby Boy Wong. My mother they kind of put it together because there was no black baby to kind of replace me with. So they said, wait a minute, something's going wrong. And then when they tried to find her baby and couldn't, she said, okay, we have to do something about this. So they figured it out, but I had the tag and everything. So it's Baby Boy Wong. So it was a very interesting irony. And, part of colorism that followed me through my life. My great-grandmother's Mexican. My great-grandfather's Cuban on my paternal side. On my maternal side, my mother is very brown-skinned, but there was white, Native American, and our family dynamic is that we just discovered and have embraced the family of our slave owners. The actual people that set my great-great-great-grandfather free with his blessing. And we just came together to see.
Find out who they were.
We just found out who they were.
Family tree, you found out who they were.
One of the women in the family actually went looking for us.
One of the slave owners.
The slave owners, yes, slave owners' descendants went looking for us because my great-great-great-grandfather Patterson was very beloved. And when he was given his papers and given his freedom, I guess that respect continued. And so she's a historian. She found us, and we had a family reunion this past summer, and they all came, and there was a lot of forgiveness and education. It was beautiful. She has more of our history than we do. Fanshen challenged me, actually. I would never thought of it, to actually go through her process and find out. But I was a catalyst to bringing some of the family members together from both sides of my family for our reunion, and we have a double cousin situation. And so to explore the racial roots and the cultural roots of these family members and the mix of, it was a very fun event. I'd love to chronicle it just to leave for my daughter. Yeah, she's 4. So she's gonna, have a lot to look forward to. And she's very biracial. My wife is biracial, and then she has all this other stuff going on. I should say multiracial, but the big question too is how do you mix a dialogue about cultures into the conversation? And that's what I think Fanshen did very well. She talked about culture, and that's usually ignored in the United States because we tend to look at things as black and white, and we don't really embrace culture like some other places. So I think that was also another bonus for what we experienced.